Hi, how's it going? Welcome to Enhancing the Human Experience. In this episode, I'm going to be taking you on a VIP tour of the new Enhancing the Human Experience online store. If you follow me on social media, you've probably seen me posting things over the prior, few weeks or month or so. And the day is finally here when the store is open, and you're going to be the first to see it. If you missed some of the postings of some of those products that I've been sharing, I'm going to show a couple of those to you here. Here is one of the mug offerings that is available in the store. It's got the print on the front and the back. This one happens to be a quote by Neville Goddard, and he said, "Assume you are what you want to be. Walk in that assumption and it will harden into fact." I've talked about Neville Goddard a lot on the show and referenced his material, and so if you're into him, you'll resonate with that mug. The other mug that I've got here is the Magic of Being mug, and the Magic of Being mug is based on the children's series, the two-part children's series that teaches children how to really about their self-image, their self-concept, and how important it is to build a self-image and concept that supports the experiences they want to have in life. And if you teach that information to your child at a young age, or if you learn it at an age that you are, I know this has been hugely beneficial on my own journey, and I've also had adults say the same to me, back to me, that that self-concept, no one really ever outgrows the need to have a strong, successful self-concept. You're going to need it all through life. But the reason that it's so beneficial to teach that information to children at a young age is because their mind hasn't been already corrupted with, say, identifying with lesser quality self-images or self-concepts. It hasn't been corrupted, so to speak. They're kind of a clean slate. You can put whatever you want in there, and so you want to make sure you really teach them that it's so important to think of themselves as being successful, being the person who can do the things necessary to realize their goals and dreams. And so what this mug it has on the front and the back is an excerpt from book 1, and it says this: "Hold your image in mind in work and in play, every second, every minute, every hour of your day. And if during your day the going gets rough, just remind yourself, it's okay, I can do this, I'm tough." Now, who doesn't need a mug like that, right? Okay, so those are the two mugs that you'll find in the online store. Now, the other thing I want to share with you before we jump in and go on the tour is something that I like to call the Conscious Creator Package. And what that is if you spend $100 or more in the store over a period of time, it doesn't have to be one purchase, it can be cumulative. If you spend $100 or more and send me the order numbers to the email address that I'll show you in a moment, I'm going to send you 2 of these little 4x6 Keep Calm and Create Consciously posters. They're on high quality photo paper, 2 of these, and 2 silicone wristbands that say Create Consciously on them. Like that, 2 of those. Of course, I'm sporting my own right here. And so you'll find information about that in the store as we jump in there and take a look at it. But it's called the Conscious Creators Package. And I'm excited to offer that package because, it's just another reminder that our thoughts, feelings, words, and actions are always creating our experiences, and it's something that keeps it in our forefront of our brain all the time. So you'll find information about that on the page. But without further ado, let's jump into the tour. So the easiest way to get to Enhancing the Human Experience store is to go to ETHXstore.com, and that'll take you to the home page. There is another option. You can get to the store via my website, gmarkphillips.com, and you can hover on over shop and also go to products and apparel. Either way, those ways will get you to the store. But once you're on this home page here, you can see you've got these banners here, and I'll be sharing information about new products or special deals and discounts that are coming down the road. So check those out when you stop by the store. And this is very true here. I do have a bunch of new products that I'll be rolling out in the coming weeks and months. Up here we've got this ribbon and banner talking about saving on shipping. What I did, because shipping is definitely a factor when you're purchasing stuff online, is I offer a suggestion to help you lower your shipping costs, and that is to get your list of things that you need to buy for other people, if it's birthdays, office parties, friends, family, gifts for any reason. And, why not kill two birds with one stone? Get something that you want and also get something that you think other people might want. We're all human beings. We're all kind of playing the same game together, and what's beneficial to you might be beneficial to someone on your list. So it can help you knock something off your list and get what you want. But basically, the nuts and bolts of it is you lower shipping costs by bundling like items together. And I talk a little bit more about that down here, some things to keep in mind about shipping. But what I did is I looked at an example, and I looked at ordering one mug. Your shipping price would be approximately $7.44 versus 4 or 5 mugs. You're going to lower your shipping costs down to just $4.40 per mug in this specific example. So keep that in mind as you're shopping. And also remember that the factory is going to bundle like items together. Shirts go with shirts, mugs go with mugs. You're never going to find a mug and a shirt in the same box unless they're maybe separate boxed and then they put them in one big box. But typically they're all going to ship in a separate way. So you're going to really get those awesome shipping rates and lower those rates if you bundle like items together. Okay, so back to the home page here. We've got an about page. And talk a little bit about the store, and of course then talk about the mission and core values. And down here we've got a mailing list. You can sign up for the mailing list if you choose to do so, and I'll be sending you out information about upcoming sales, offers, etc. Then another menu down here which you can get to. Now some of these items down here are not on the menu up here. For instance, frequently asked questions. Now here is where you're going to find information on what to do if you have a return. And just so you know, that there is an email address that I will be providing you. It's not this one. I need to update that. The email address, I'll put it in here in this frequently asked questions section. And you email me if there's a problem with your return, in which case I will facilitate the return process. If it's been damaged in shipment, or if something's been like misshipped or factory has made a mistake, just let me know. You'll find the email address in here and I will facilitate that for you. A couple other different questions about where the products come from and how long, all the just general odds and ends of stuff that you can find here. And I'll be adding to this as I think of things that you might need to know as well. Privacy policy, let's talk about that. It's short and sweet, one sentence. I totally respect your privacy. I'm a very private person myself online, and so you can trust any information that you provide me is going to be guarded with the utmost care and security. Got a contact page here. If you have a question, you can certainly just email me through this contact page, or like I said, I will have my email address in the frequently asked questions section as well. We talked about save on shipping. Okay, so let's go and look at some products. You can get there a couple different ways, home page or products page, but essentially the collections are down here. We've got women's, men's, mugs, posters, kids, headwear, and accessories coming soon. Before we get into that, I want to reiterate this thing here, right? These are what I call the Conscious Creator package, and here are the little 4x6 posters, Keep Calm and Create Consciously, and then 2 wristbands. And if you spend $100 or more in cumulative purchases, I'll send this to you free. I'll even pick up the postage on it. All you have to do is, here's that email address I was talking about. Email me at this address right here, and I will send those to you. Just let me know what the order numbers are when you email me. Just say, hey, the order numbers that I ordered are this and this and this, and I will send you this stuff. So that's something I'm really excited about. Okay, let's look at some of the products here. So in the women's section, one thing I want to point out is this is not all the offerings for the women's section. You'll also find unisex shirts in the men's section. See how it says unisex right there? Of course, women and men. So don't just think, women, that you've only got these choices to choose from. You can also look at the unisex section. But essentially, let's click on this one and see what it looks like for the product. Essentially, you hover on the product, it's going to give you a magnified view, and then down here you've got your different color options, which you can click on and see how they're going to look right there, different colors. And over here, when you get ready to put one in your cart, you want to choose the color that you want, the size that you want, and you want to go add cart. And when you do that, it'll pull up to this screen here, and I've already got this one in here. We can remove items from the cart right here, and then if you're ready to check out, you can go to checkout or PayPal. You can pay with your credit card, or you can use PayPal to pay. It'll just ask you for your email or phone number, just in case I need to get in touch with you if there's a problem with your order. And then, of course, your shipping address. Now, once you include your shipping address here, it'll start to calculate the live rates, the live shipping rates. And what I do is I play with these live rates and see if I add certain things, how that affects the rate. And you'll see that in your own example when you put in your shipping address. And you can see that these live rates do change a bit. And that's where you can fine tune and manipulate that shipping rate and get it to be more what you want it to be and knock some things off your to buy list. Okay, let's go back to the home page here, and we'll look at some of the men's products, men's and or unisex products, because a lot of the t-shirts in here are unisex. One thing I also like to do is provide a design in a white graphic and a black graphic, because that way you can buy apparel that fits your style and your look that you got going on now that you like, and you can make sure that you can get something that's really tailored. And I tried to offer, a wide variety of options so that you can find something that's going to fit your look and style. Let's go back here to, let's go down here to this one here. This one is a different style of t-shirt, and it's a different type of, it's made a different way here. You can kind of get all of the information on how it's made here. Therefore, it has little different color offerings. But still, you can get this zoom in look here to take a peek at it. The sizing chart is down here as well. And one thing that I do when I purchase clothing online is I find a shirt or something that I really like already that I own, and I look at the way that it's cut and I measure it up, and then I buy something that's very, very similar to that, the same width, same length, etc. That way you're going to be getting something that you're going to like and that's going to fit the way that you like, the way that your favorite t-shirt fits. Page 2 here, we've got the Carpe Diem and Carpe Noctem shirts here. Carpe Noctem, incidentally, is saying that's not quite as popular as Carpe Diem, but still just as valid, especially for human beings. And that, when we go to sleep at night, we're taking our conscious impressions from the whole day and we're merging those and impressing those on our subconscious mind. And I put a great quote here by Neville Goddard. He's one of the gentleman who talks a lot about this process of the merging of the subconscious and the conscious mind. So if you have time, go ahead and read that quote there in the Carpe Noctem shirts. But that's why I like these shirts, in addition to Carpe Diem, right? Taking action during the day and going to sleep with the consciousness of success and prosperity and abundance is really, really important. Mugs here, we've got the mug options, and you can see a bunch of different designs and options here. The I Am mug, which is one of my favorite, right? Whatever story we tell ourselves, the universe is always looking to us for a cue, right? It's going to reflect back the experiences that we identify with. Incidentally, all the mugs have printing on front and back, and most of the mugs give you the option of the tall mug, the 15-ounce mug, or the 11-ounce mug, as you can see here. So there is that option available as well. Last page of the mugs here, right there. Okay, so let's go back to, let's look at posters here. A few posters in here currently: the Keep Calm and Trust Your Intuition poster and the Human Beings Manifesto. Now, one thing I want to point out about this particular poster is you can download this poster free at justbeitbook.com. That gives you an 8x10 PDF. But if you want it in 12x16 or 8x10 on matte quality poster paper, then of course order it from the store here, and it'll be shipped rolled up and all nice and neat for you. Got a few items for kids. I'll be adding more of these down the road. Kids t-shirts, kids apparel, and then last but not least, hats. And you can browse the hats here, again keeping with that theme of white graphic, black graphic, or gray graphic, trying to keep the consistency really clean. Then of course you can click in here and then choose the different style of hat that you want, and over here the fly out. So pretty straightforward. Everyone's familiar with the shopping cart, and this is just like any other place that you'd shop online. These trucker hats give you some different color options here. You can see the different color options down here. But essentially, that's the store. And I just wanted to kind of give you a high-level overview. You can check it out and go and look at the items for yourself. And I also put some, if there is a backstory to the message, like the Carpe Noctem shirt or some of these other shirts and messages that I share, if there is a backstory or if there is a metaphysical or spiritual foundation, I definitely share that with you in the product so that you can know a little bit more about why I'm sharing that design with you and why I think it's valuable, why it might help you on your journey. So you can definitely look for those in the description area of each product. So that's the VIP online tour. I really appreciate you taking the time out to check out the store, and thanks so much. Well, this concludes the VIP online tour of Enhancing Human Experience store. What'd you think? If you have a comment or want to share some feedback, I'd love to hear it. You can do that in the YouTube's comment section below the video. Well, we're going to wrap up the podcast at that, and we'll catch you next week. Until next time, all the best, health, wealth, and success. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.